Netflix greenlit a show nobody wanted, cast a lead nobody asked for, and called it a sequel when the first one barely survived. But the real crash? Meghan Markle. Center stage and way off script. At a winery set, cameras rolling, Meghan didn't just sip wine for the scene, she looted it. Full boxes, hauled straight to her trailer like it was a fire sale. Not for the shot, for herself. The catch? That wine was locked in for multiple takes. Instead, Meghan turned it into her personal stash, got tipsy, showed up late 2 days in a row, and wrecked continuity so bad they had to redo entire scenes. And the cost? Massive. Every bottle she downed turned into hours of wasted footage and piles of burned money. Netflix? Furious. Wasting time is one thing, but torching their budget? P lounge. Producers were panicking. Scenes didn't match. Continuity was a mess. The cause? Meghan ghosted mid-shoot, stumbled through lines, and exploded in front of the crew when anyone dared call her out. Then it blew wide open. Meghan snapped, full screaming match with producers right outside her trailer. Loud, unfiltered, swearing like she owned the place. Why? They asked where the missing wardrobe went, because it wasn't just wine. Meghan was allegedly stuffing dresses and accessories into her own bags, pieces marked for reshoots. Caught red-handed, like the set was her personal thrift shop. And this isn't some shoestring shoot, it's Netflix. Contracts, tracking numbers, insurance. You don't just loot the set and walk away, unless apparently you're Meghan. Set morale hit the floor. Extras were complaining. Supporting cast? Done. Who wants to show up sober when the lead rolls in drunk, yells at the crew, and stockpiles wine like it's a party? It got so bad, directors debated pulling the plug mid-season. That's how close this show came to crashing. Netflix moved fast. Real alcohol, banned. Everything on set, fake from now on. This wasn't a policy change, it was a warning shot. One actress blew the lid off and exposed just how shaky everything really was. Mid-July and still no trailer. Season 2, supposed to be the big comeback. Instead, nothing. No promo. No teasers. No push. This wasn't a slip, it was a red flag. Inside Netflix? Panic, emergency meetings, damage control. Meanwhile, Meghan? She didn't even seem to notice or care. Her contract? She'd already mentally moved on. Netflix knew they were gambling when they kept her around, but they never saw the wildfire spreading so fast, so publicly. And it wasn't just the wine or wardrobe disappearing. It was the fact that Meghan had checked out completely. The show, the crew, appearances? She didn't give a damn anymore. Assistant directors spilled the tea. Meghan was showing up hours late. No warning. When they tried to check in, they got silence, or worse, an attitude. Some days, she wouldn't even leave her trailer unless someone begged. And when she did, energy was off, eyes glazed, makeup a mess. Crew members were running on fumes, trying to keep the ship afloat. Every missed cue, every lazy take, thousands down the drain. But Meghan, she moved like nothing mattered, like she had no skin in the game. And she didn't. Behind the scenes, her Netflix deal was on life support. Word was the company axed 2 other shows tied to her name, projects meant to be backup plans. With all the drama surrounding her and the weak reception of the first season, Netflix wasn't taking chances. They pulled the plug before filming even started. Meghan's PR team? Full-on damage control. Stories started leaking to the press, painting her as overworked, misunderstood. Creative tension, they called it, but no one bought it. Crew members were spilling details about full-blown meltdowns, slurred speech, and screaming matches, right in front of extras. One actor even posted a now-deleted TikTok claiming Meghan tossed her script and stormed off just because someone dared suggest a pacing note. But the fire wasn't just on set. Fans started talking. Forums, Reddit, comment sections, everything exploded. People were questioning why Netflix was still pushing a show no one was watching. Why invest millions in something that wasn't even pulling views? And when the news about backstage chaos and alcohol-fueled breakdowns broke, the backlash hit full throttle. Some fans said they were done. Not just with Meghan, but with Netflix itself. A new wave of unsubscribes had begun, and then came the trailer, or rather the total lack of it. Mid-July, the teaser was supposed to drop. Editors had been working for weeks, but the mess from the wine incident left them with nothing to work with. Clean footage? Non-existent. Delay after delay. Leaders demanded answers. Ted Sarandos reportedly told one producer the show had turned into a PR nightmare. To make it worse, Meghan caught wind of the fake wine rule. Instead of taking the hint, she flipped. At a table read, she exploded, accusing everyone of micromanaging her. She even threatened to walk if they didn't back off. But the producers? They weren't backing down. They were already talking exit strategy. Every day it became more obvious. This wasn't just a troubled shoot, it was an implosion in real time. The tension on set? Unbearable. What began as a few chaotic days turned into a full-blown breakdown of trust. Crew members started whispering, would they even finish? Catering hours were slashed. One major producer bailed early, citing creative conflicts. No one dared say it aloud, but everyone felt it. The end was near. Meghan? She didn't seem to notice, or maybe she just didn't care. One day she was overheard ranting to her stylist, "The show's beneath me." She believed she was the reason Netflix greenlit it. She was the star, untouchable. But from the outside, it was clear she was holding onto a spotlight that had already moved on. Behind closed doors, Netflix was making moves. They knew firing her mid-season would blow up, but keeping her? That might destroy them. Her contract had misconduct clauses, substance abuse, public outbursts, the drinking, the missed calls, the wardrobe theft. They were everything. Longtime supporters flooded the comment sections, baffled. "This isn't the Meghan we followed," one said. "She's losing it." The tide had turned, fast. The story wasn't about a misunderstood outsider anymore. It was about a former duchess who had everything she wanted, and destroyed it. As the reshoots dragged on, the set was a ghost town. Extras rotated in and out. Nobody wanted to stay longer than needed. Directors had to use stand-ins to block scenes because Meghan wouldn't leave her trailer. Scenes? Rewritten, trimmed, scrapped. One showrunner quietly admitted they were just trying to get it over with. And then, the final blow. Meghan showed up that morning completely unprepared. No lines, eyes heavy, and the smell of alcohol on her. She argued with makeup, ignored wardrobe, and outright refused the outfit they had chosen for the shoot. When the director tried to intervene, she didn't storm off. She casually got up, walked out, hopped into her car, and just drove away. That was it. Game over. Within 24 hours, Netflix pulled the plug. Production halted. They dropped a vague statement about creative redirection, but behind closed doors, the decision was final. The show was done. Trailers, press events, the release, all canceled. Every penny sunk into it, a loss. Meghan's team tried to spin it, releasing a statement claiming a mutual parting of ways, but everyone knew what happened. Hollywood? Done with her. The industry that once bowed at her feet had turned its back, and just like that, her Netflix story ended. Not with a finale, but with a fade to black. Please like, comment, and subscribe for my new videos.